Hey there, it's Rachel Mullins, the host of Hashtag No Filter Fridays on Public House Media.
Hey, Choose to Rise fans, Kim here. Did you know that in addition to the health and wellness coaching that I do on a regular basis, I also have been providing some life coaching to people? Yeah, you can get involved. So like my whole passion area is helping others live their best lives. And while I was helping people work through their fitness and nutrition struggles, it really came down to the fact that life was getting in the way. Isn't that true for all of us, right? Like when there's not something going well at home, or there's not something going well in our relationships, or we just have a bad mindset about something, or we're just not sure, we just need someone to talk to. All of those things can really throw us off our game. So when in this whole process, figuring out that life is the thing that keeps us from reaching our fullest potential, I really been started working with women, not just on their fitness and nutrition, but also on life. And so I have created some time in my schedule that I want to offer up as an opportunity for you, that anyone in the world that fits these time frames, I would love to be able to work with you on working through life. And let me be your mentor. Let me be the person that you chit chat with and work through things, set goals, work through struggles, any of the things, or really maybe you just need someone to talk to because you don't feel like you have someone in your life that you can talk through about certain situations. I would love to be that person for you. My whole goal in life is to help as many people rise up out of their current situation as possible. And if that means helping you through a struggle, I want to be there for you. So head over to choosetoriseup.com/daily motivation, scroll down a little bit, and you'll find the whole section on life coaching and when you can schedule, what it costs, all of the things. And I want to be there for you. So head there, choosetoriseup.com/daily motivation. And I hope to see you in my inbox soon. Have a great one. Are you a pick it up or a clean it up kind of person? I would love to know this answer. I myself am a pick it up kind of person. I am not a cleaner. I will do it if I have to. It is something that I kind of despise, but I also know that about myself. And maybe it's just something that I really kind of need to change the story on. But today here on Choose to Rise, I am so glad that you're here because we're going to be talking about picking it up or cleaning it up in all areas of our life. And I was really thinking about this the other day when my friend Trina was talking about in our lives, in our businesses, in our goals and our things, are we just kind of doing the bare minimum, or are we really digging in and doing the things that make the difference in the world? So when I'm thinking about like my health, for instance, am I just eating a few vegetables here and there and thinking that's going to make me healthy? Am I taking a walk once a week and thinking that's going to make me healthy, making it kind of look like I'm doing well, like I've kind of picked up the house a little bit? Or am I like doing the dirty work and making changes in my routines and in my habits and really working on actual health versus just the small surface level things? I know, like for me personally, when I come home from school, dropping the kids off at school in the morning, I come back home, I work from home. So I'm here all day long. And so one of the things that I do as part of my routine is I just pick up the house. So like people have just like a whirlwind in the morning of like getting kids out the door, lunch is packed, bags ready to go, all this stuff, right? And it just leaves things messy behind. So of course, every morning when I get back home, I pick up the house. I pick up the sweatshirts, put the shoes away, pick up the dog toys, clean up the kitchen, put, the twister back on the bread and making sure that's all put away, wipe down the counters. And it makes it look clean, right? It makes it look picked up. It makes it look presentable to somebody that would walk into my home. But it's really not like a deep clean. Now, if I was really going to clean something, I'd have to get out the vacuum cleaner, dust, do a mop of my floors, like really clean it, right? But when you kind of just always are doing the surface level thing, it kind of tricks our mind's eye into thinking that the house is clean or that our life is great. What I really want to challenge you to think about ways that you can kind of deep clean your life. Maybe you're wanting to work on relationships. Maybe you're wanting to work on your mental health. Maybe you're wanting to work on your physical health. Maybe you're wanting to work on some specific goals that you have in life or in business. And I really want you to think about where are the areas that you can deep clean versus just pick up. Kind of that like low hanging fruit versus, making the effort to really reach up to the top. Like where are you just skating by in life and where are you needing or wanting to kind of go a little farther, dig a little deeper and get to the places that you're wanting to go. So when I'm thinking about this, like a lot of people are just picking up the pieces, right? They're just picking up the house in life with like putting a smile on their face and making it look like life is okay because everybody's life is kind of chaotic right now and they don't want to be adding to the problem or they don't feel like they can ask for help. But I really encourage you, if this is you, that you do reach out, that you do make some changes, that you talk to somebody about where you're at, where you're feeling, and go from there. I would really encourage those of you that are using social media as a highlight reel to not, because that makes everyone feel bad. Be honest, be real, share and connect and make genuine connections on social media. I love sharing the authentic me, not just a plastered version, but like what's really happening in life. Yes, I want to motivate. Yes, I want to inspire. But yes, I want to share that life's not always roses and sunshine. And to expect anything different is not accurate. Brooke Castillo talks about this a lot in her Life Coach School podcast. And, this is definitely a biblical thing too. Like life is 50-50. There's going to be struggle. There's going to be joy. There's going to be heartache. There's going to be celebration. You need to decide, that you're going to be okay with both because life is going to be full of both. And while it's fine to just pick up once in a while, it's really necessary to deep clean and dig into our emotions and our feelings and make the lasting changes that are going to make the lasting changes in our life. Really changing our habits, changing our thoughts, and going deeper. So if you're needing some help here and some support, I would say, if you're really wanting to make some changes, if you're really finding ways to make that deep clean of your life and whatever area it is for you, I would say, find something positive. Always focus on the good. What you focus on, you create more of. And when you can direct your focus into what's thriving, you're going to create more of it. So look for the good. What is going well in your life right now? Where can you find joy? And then it's not to say that you're not focusing on the negative. It's just that you're manifesting more of the good into your day. If you need more positivity into your life, plug more into things like podcasts or positive books. Cut out the things that are bringing you down, getting rid of certain social media situations, unfollowing, unfriending, getting rid of notifications of things that are popping into your feed that are stressing you out. I don't know about you, but all this political banter back and forth and the negativity and the slamming and all the stuff that's been happening over the last few months or the last year, I guess, here in Iowa, it's just been so draining. And all the pandemic things and all the stuff, when you consume all of that stuff on a daily basis, like what you consume on a daily basis, not just what you put in your body with food and drink, but what you put into your mindset as well, that matters as much as anything. And so finding positive places to plug into, whether it's a support group, whether it's a community online, whether it's just a group of friends, find positive mentors, find positive people in your life that you can have good information coming into your life. The negative stuff is going to find its way to you if it absolutely has to. So I would say cut off the news. Stop watching all of the Facebook stuff that pops up all the time about all the different political things or all of the pandemic stuff. You just live life and be joyful and spread joy and spread positivity. The second thing is have the hard conversations. Sometimes moving through a stuck situation requires a hard conversation, and to avoid the hard conversation only prolongs the problem. And so if you are struggling with something right now, I would say find a friend that you can process the situation with, maybe someone that will kind of be there as a moral support to have the hard conversation, or maybe you just put out your bullet points of like what you're needing, what you're feeling, and talk to the person that you need to have that hard conversation with. Move through things by having communication about them. The third one I have is identify false desires. Now, a false desire is something that I learned about through Brooke Castillo, and it was so important to learn about these. Is a false desire is a desire that will alter your emotional state. something like alcohol, food, social media, some, porn, different relationship situations. Like these are the desires that are compulsive when you're trying to satisfy something, but they actually make life worse, right? Like that alcohol, that drink may make you feel good in the moment, but it's definitely not going to make you feel good long term. It's definitely something that's going to, bring you down in the long haul. Having those cookies, eating all that pasta, binging on whatever it might be, those are things that are going to make you feel good in the moment, but not give you pleasure and give you purpose and give you direction for the long haul. It's that quick hit, but it quickly falls away. And that finding those desires, pursuing those desires that are short-lived are really not the desires that are true from your heart. So think about the ways that you can identify those false desires and think about is this going to give me long-term purpose? Is this going to give me a long game of possibilities that's going to serve me in the future? If not, then let it go. Think about the things that are going to use things in your day that are going to take you the time that are going to help you reach your full potential and your highest self. The next one I have is find a support system. So, having that positivity in your mind, getting rid of going through those hard conversations, going through the desires of your heart and identifying if they're actually desires of your heart or they're just worldly desires that have been placed on you. I find a support system of people that are going to encourage you to be your best self. So finding, like our virtual studio where we are here for self-care, we're here for living life well, we're here for, encouraging and supporting one another, whatever our goals are in life. But finding a support system, whether it's virtually or in person, is huge. And it's going to help you find the people that are going to go the places that you want to go or have gone the places that you want to go so that you can continue to move forward with them. And then the last one I have for you is find routines, create routines that are going to help you get to your end goal, right? It's creating the habits around the things that that are going to get you to the end. It's pursuing the desires of your heart and your mind that are going to help you keep moving forward in the beautiful way that you know that you can. Desires are really feelings, they're emotions, they're longings, they're having an awakening for something, right? And if we can identify the false desires and eliminate them, or just not necessarily eliminate them, but not act on them, and act on other tasks and other things, create other habits and routines in our life that are going to actually get us to where we want to go, we're going to find the fullest desire of our hearts. And we're going to be able to live the life that we want. And by deep cleaning and getting rid of all these negative things that are going on in our hearts. So I hope and pray that, something I've said today has touched you and has helped you, have made you think about things differently, and has really encouraged you to identify where you're just picking up the pieces, where you're just cleaning up the house a little bit, like picking it up, or where you're really deep cleaning and really digging in and making a lasting change in your heart and your mind. I hope and pray that you have been served by this today, that you are encouraged by it, and that you tell other people. I find the most amazing podcasts and the most amazing resources by hearing from friends what's been working for them. And so if you would be so called to share this with a friend, to tell other people about Choose to Rise and have them come follow us here as well, that would be super wonderful. And if you'd even take the 5 minutes or less and leave a rating and review for us on Apple Podcasts, that would help more people find it. And it would be super helpful. So thank you so much for joining me today. And I can't wait to see you back here again next time. Have a great one, everyone.